Here we are at day 8. And one big thing that's come up since my last recording, I'm getting a little bit of stick drift here. Okay, cool. Oh, keeps happening. Let me unplug my controller real quick. Okay, better. And one thing I discovered while looking at the recordings, I had noticed it previously when we went into the commissary, for example. There were always two pictures, one that said with and one that said without. And I noticed back then that, for example, one time it said clock was the with and lock was the without. And if you notice the overlap in those words and you take lock out of clock, you're left with the letter C. And so I saw that for a few different pictures. One was crow and the other one was row. So that also left the letter C. And then in one of my previous days, I happened to put the drawing room over here on rank 2 file 1, and it showed the letter E. Which I took a screenshot of and then sort of dismissed because I wasn't quite sure the significance. But what I realized when I was processing the latest videos for YouTube was that every room has at least two pictures, and if you look at the left one as a with picture and the right one as a without picture, then you'll always be left with a single letter. So every room has a letter, and it doesn't matter which floor plan I choose. It's always the same for any given rank and file. It doesn't change. So since this one was E, it will always be E. So I went through those videos and looked at all the pictures, and for the most part it was pretty straightforward. There are some pictures that that have dual meanings, so you kind of have to think sometimes. For example, the one that shows a grandfather clock, sometimes it's clock, like clock and lock resulted in the letter C, but then one time I had to use the word time for that picture, and the other without picture was a necktie, so when I took tie out of time, I was left with the letter M. So what I'm left with is, and because these first few ranks you get to so often, I actually know most of these letters. So looking at rank 1, I have found S, A, and then the entrance hall has two pictures. And one time I saw these photos and the word was card. And I believe I had to remove car from it, and that left the letter D. But they're both cards. So I haven't figured out, and I could do ace and queen or diamond and spade. But none of those subtract, none of those do a really good with and without combo. So I haven't figured out what this should be, but the first two letters are S and A, and then the second two are E and S. So I assume that this is maybe safes or saves. Probably safes because we're trying to unlock things. The second rank is the word 8, E-I-G-H-T. I went back through and found all of those letters from my previous recordings. The third rank is C-R-A-C-K, crack. Unless I got some of these wrong. The fourth rank is D-A, and then I never got a room that showed me pictures for this middle one. Blank, E-S. So it could be like dares. Dares crack 8 safes. Or dates. DATES. Rank 5 is a blank IGHT. So it's probably right or fight or tight. Right, but it's probably right. So it's right, dates, crack 8 safes. And then rank 6 and above, I don't have a good grasp on yet. 6 I know ends in TES, which isn't super helpful yet. And 7 starts with SM. There's only one clue that I got that I didn't know what the 2 words were. Well, there's 2 actually, if we count this entrance hall one. On rank 8, file 1, right here, there was a picture of a box as the with picture, and then there was a picture of a graph or a chart as the without. And I was thinking crate without chart leaves the letter E, but normally the letters have been in order, and there haven't been extra letters from the remove from the without word. So if it was that, that would leave the letter E, but I'm not sure about that yet. And then there are some rooms that just give you the letter. So when I got to the workshop here, it had the letter U in it, and that lined up with what was in the pictures in that room. And then similarly, the drawing room gave me the letter E, and that also lined up with the pictures. So that's what I found, which means that there are a couple squares that would be nice to get to, like the one that's probably dates. The letter T that I'm unsure of is on rank 4 file 3, and then rank 5 file 1 I would like to confirm, and then rank 6 on the left side has 2 letters that I haven't found. So I would kind of like to be on the left side and in the center as I get up to those. So let's get started. I've gotten all of these before. I'm just going to choose the hallway. Try to get over to the east wing. So now that we know this, this card hasn't changed, right? Right. Now that we know this, we can be paying more attention. The tree is usually a pine, and pine minus pin is an E. And we are on rank 1 file 4. I already had an E there. Let's do the billiard room. This usually gives me 2 keys, and the letter here should be S, so we can confirm that by looking at these 2 pictures. The moose I found to be a stag, and then the number 10 is on a tag, so letter S is left behind. So this is 20 divided by 5, which is 4. We've got 18. Okay, I haven't seen 2 divisions before. That shouldn't really matter though. So 18 divided by 2 is 9, divided by 3 is 3. The addition and subtraction go first. We have 19 minus 11 is 8, and then multiplication goes next. So it's 8 times 3 is 24, divided by 12 is 2. And it's always keys. One time it was a special key. So now we're on the corner. I wouldn't mind staying on the east wing either. The spare room is interesting because it doesn't give you any pictures. The parlor has the game that gives you gems. I'll do the bedroom. So this one I found in my recordings to be the letter T, spelling the word 8. So we have a car and we have a cart. So cart minus car is T. This never changes. This is always a picture of Reddington. Car keys. Right? Yeah. I think those 3 peaks represent the house. I'm facing to the west now. If I choose the observatory, I will go south. I don't want that. If I choose the guest bedroom, I'm stuck. If I choose the chapel, that will take me back to the center. I will lose a coin, but I don't have a coin, so nothing lost there. I found this to be an H, but the chapel is one of those rooms that doesn't give you pictures. At least not that I found, so I don't know how to get the letter from the chapel. It may be like the workshop and have it somewhere, like have it chiseled or printed somewhere that I just haven't found yet. I have also occasionally found things in these seats, but or like next to the seats, but that was because I had the metal detector. And I found that the metal detector actually produces items or causes more items to show up. You know, I never saw the 7 there. I didn't note that before. I'll take a screenshot of that. Okay, and we're back. That room actually connects back to the hallway. We'll continue west. This will bring us to the center. Either way, it kind of ends up being a dead end for me. I don't have a gem for that one. I'll do the closet and get 2 items. This one I found to be a G already, right? I believe. Yeah, because it's the word 8. So a bridge minus bride is a G. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Oh, I haven't gotten that early before. And then this one will let me re-roll new floor plans. Both pretty good pulls there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back through the entrance hall and west. And I'm kind of digging myself in a hole here because I've only got 1 door left. Commissary, storeroom, pantry. The pantry will give me extra steps and coins. The storeroom would be a dead end. I'd be ending my game. And commissary I can't do yet. I found the hands to be pray. Yeah, and this to be pry. So pray minus pry is an A, which is what I found before. This is always 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. And there was a clue at one point that bold words have a message in some way, so I'm not 100% sure what that is, unless 555 is... It also uses the word spread here, which is sort of a keyword within this game. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. But maybe 555 is some special combination. There is a combination lock outside for the orchard that I haven't unlocked yet. This is taking me north. We've got the spare room again. The passageway I don't have enough gems for, or the corridor. So this will be rank 2, file 2, which I've already got the information for. So I could do the spare room here, because this won't give me a letter, but I already have it. So that's fine to sacrifice here. Heading north still. I am now on file 3, or I will be on file 3, sorry, rank 3, file 2, which I already have the letter for. The first one that I really need is rank 4, file 3. If I do the Nook, I get a key, and I go back towards the center. I'll do that. All of these rooms so far I've done before, none of them have been new. This I found to be tier, like a tiered cake, and then that's a tie, so it leaves the letter R, which is what I found before. This rank spells out crack. I've looked at this before. There was a message in that book as well. Let me just read it out from my notes because I don't have the magnifying glass. It said Sinclair has many, and then there was a word I couldn't read, many blank secrets that he will take to his grave. Has many secrets that he will take to his grave. I just turned right, so I'm facing east. The drawing room would be great, but I haven't gotten any gems. I have to do the parlor. That'll get me a couple gems. So, added bonus there. Assuming I solve it right, these haven't been too hard so far. Only one box is true. Only one box contains gems. Okay, we know that one's true for sure. The gems are in the white box. Okay, hear me out here. This one we know is true, so there's at least one true. If this one was true, then this would be false. Only one box is true. The gems are in the white box. But if this was false, then this would actually there's a sort of paradox here, right? Because if this one is true, then there's actually two true boxes. So this one being true affects its own truth. If this one is false, then there is one box that's true, which makes this true again, and then also makes it false. So I think what that means is that this has to be true. The gems are in the white box. That has to be true. They make you do a little bit of mind bending. So this one's true. The gems are in the white box. Phew, haven't gotten that wrong yet. Oh, I like it. I don't think I've ever seen those closed. Not that I've noticed anyway. So I guess I usually put it on an edge, on a wing. Okay, which way am I facing? North. Okay, so rank 4 and file 3 is where I've been missing a letter. I'm pretty sure it's a T, just from guessing, from an educated guess. But I haven't verified that yet. So the den would give me that information. The commissary would be nice to be able to buy stuff. I have 4 coins. That's probably not enough anyway, so I'm going to choose the den. Right? Okay. So I've been suspecting this as a T. This is the first one I'm not really sure of. So that's a theater, or what was it? The last time I had to use this, I believe it was actually a stage. And then that is, I'm guessing, a sage, which leaves the letter T like I suspected. So, so it seems like I'm just going to take the question mark off of this in my notes and put a T here, because that confirmed my suspicion that it says dates, crack 8 safes. Or it could say 8 dates, crack 8 safes. So I still need to confirm rank 5, file 1. Here's a gem. And then sometimes there's been some extra stuff in here. I don't see anything. I have the pawn in the den. That candlestick is always knocked over. Maybe I had the metal detector before and that's why I ran into some things. I wonder if the number of clocks in a room matters. Okay, which way am I facing here? North. I'm going to open up both doors, but this one is going north. Use a lock, or use a key. Storeroom, observatory. That one's going to turn me right. I think I'll choose the corridor actually. No, but this will give me 4. This will have a benefit because the observatory gives me a star, and then that 4th. I think I'll have 4 stars now. Or maybe I'll have 5, and that should give me some kind of, there will be some kind of benefit from that. So now I'm facing east. The courtyard has a gem requirement. The gymnasium I have not been in. So even though every time I enter it I'm going to lose 2 steps. But I have not been in this, so I have to choose this one. It's a new room for me. I've done this before. It was fire minus fir. So sometimes this tree is pine and sometimes it's fir, and that leaves the letter E, which matches up with the word dates. Oh, we have basketballs in here. The only other place I've seen a basketball was in like the guest bedroom, I believe. No other items. Oh. I thought I heard my shoes squeak on it. Okay, which way do I want to go? Yeah, I don't want to head back through here too often. I'm going to open both doors, but this one's headed east. Kitchen. Food for sale. East Wing Hall. That would be new for me. Gotta do that one. And then let me open this one real quick and see what we have here. It's locked. I have 1 key left. This is going north. Guest bedroom, storeroom, corridor. This will give me 2 keys. I think maybe I should do the storeroom. We'll be going to rank 5 file 4, which I already have the letter H for. 2 keys. Taking a bit of a risk with this one because my only door left is the East Wing Hall. I've got 2, but one of them is going to be trapped, so I really will be pinning all of my hopes on that northern door. Let me look at the pictures real quick. I think I said H, right? There's a cart and a chart. Chart minus cart is H. I lose 2 steps every time I come in here. Oh, it's unfortunate I left the observatory. Let me open the southern one. Actually, I'm on rank 4, file 5, which is the letter S. Sand minus and is sand. Or is S, I mean. I haven't seen that empty vase before. You know, sometimes I see a hat. I should pay more attention to that. This sort of bowling hat. And an umbrella? Oh, that almost looks like you could pick it up. Am I missing something? No. I can't pick it up. I'm gonna start taking note of that. Maybe it's just in the halls. But, bowling hat in the East Wing Hall. I already did the pictures. I'm facing north. This is my only hope. I do have a reroll, which I'm gonna have to use. Please give me a north door. Please. Okay. Dining room. Corridor. Okay, so, oh, the code check. I wouldn't mind that key card, but, oh, what's funny is I have the compass, which tends to point north. So I got unlucky on that first one and had to waste a reroll. The dining room. I have the potential to get some more steps out of this if I reach rank 8. What did I didn't open this yet, so I'm going to do that. This is facing south, so it won't be useful in terms of getting me out of here, but I can get 10 more steps. What do we have here? Yeah, peak minus P is K. Where are we? Rank 3, file 5, which I have as a K. I spent a lot of time today while uploading and editing videos, figuring all of that out. The nice part about recording all of your sessions is that if you don't take very good notes, you can always go back and rewatch them. So that's been one nice benefit of this. I'm on the east wing. I'm gonna go up and up. I can't open these, can I? I saw a bug yesterday where the icon wasn't always showing up on actionable things. It was only one time, but now I'm scared that maybe the action icon should be showing up when it's not. Okay, I'm going through the dining room. This is rank 5, file 5, which I guessed is a T. Tent minus 10 is a T. So now I can take the question mark off of that. That was just a guess. I hadn't actually seen any clues, but it was because the 3 middle letters were IGH, and so I figured it had to be a T. Okay, and so food will appear here if I get to rank 8. I'm facing north. The commissary has items for sale. Let's try it. This will head me back towards the center as well. What items are there? A gem, a sledgehammer. I noticed in my in one of my recordings that I missed a sledgehammer, like sitting on the ground in one of the green rooms, and that feels like I don't actually know exactly what it does, but my suspicion is that if you find boarded up doors, that you'll be able to knock them down. So that could be really helpful. I can buy another gem. I've got plenty of steps, so let's just say that I can come back here if I need a gem. This never changes from what I've seen. It's always Swan Song. Okay. With and without. I did this before. I think it was coast. Yeah, and coat. So that left an S. And we are on rank 6, file 5, which I already had an S for. Oh, shoot. Oh. I thought we were doing so well. And the security door comes out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Oh, this is why you don't get yourself stuck with just one door. I can go back to the observatory and get something. I have plenty of steps. That's my only last option. So I have to go straight through the dining room, turn right, go straight, and then turn right. That's funny. It showed -2 basketballs. Okay, I didn't do this yet. I have 4 stars. Oh, I thought I had 5. I have 4. It gives me a gem. Doesn't help at all. We've got a tiger, at least that's what it was before. Tiger minus tier is a G. And we're on rank 5, file 3, where I had a G already. One other thing I didn't do. I'm pretty far away, but I'm gonna waste the steps if I call it a day anyway, was I didn't go outside. Normally I do that first, because there's a sort of shed type of room out there. So I'm gonna go straight through the den, turn right, turn left, straight, turn left. Straight through the den. Turn right, turn left. Gotta go through here. And we're back here. Now we can go outside. So my suspicion is that the letter in this room is F. Queen of diamonds. Ace of spades. And those pictures never change. And in most other rooms, you can choose, this is one of the few rooms that you don't get to choose. So when you choose new floor plans in a given space, it'll change the pictures a little bit. So you get kind of more than one look at it. But in this one, I'm not sure, because there is no word ace and queen. And looking at the word diamond, there's not a lot of overlap with spade. So I can't confirm that it says safes on the first rank yet. But that's my suspicion. What a miracle it would be if I got a keycard in here. I've wasted a million steps in doing it, but it would at least allow me to progress a little bit further. Tool shed gives you 2 special items. So I gotta do that. That might have a keycard in it. I see a metal detector. And, oh, a watering can. The first time you enter each green room, use water to gain 1. Okay. So you can gain up to 3 gems by entering 3 green rooms after you get this item, but it says the first time you enter each green room. So does that mean if I have a green room, I don't even have one? By the way, one thing I'm seeing here from the previous run is that I did get a blessing that lasts multiple days, and then for each different type of spread, oops, that you do each day, add an extra dish to the dining room. I'm not entirely sure what a spread is in that context. I need to go back and look at the glossary. Either way, I'm stuck. So that'll unfortunately be the end of day 8. That was quick enough that I think I'll just call it a day and continue. That's unfortunate, because I still had 3 keys, I had a bunch of gems. East Wing favored. So every once in a while it gives me a sort of subtitle. East facing cottage. So it does give you kind of a unique name based on how you laid out the place. But there's not always that subtitle that says East Wing favored. So I haven't caught on to like when it does that. I did get 2 new rooms. So it wasn't entirely worthless. Day 9. I'm seeing some artifacting. That is my computer's fault, not the game. I don't know if that's showing up in the recording. But if you're seeing that, don't worry about it. Okay. I think I'll go do the outside portion first. Trading post, shelter, hovel, special floor plans. I did the hovel once and regretted it. The using steps to enter special rooms instead of gems cost me way too many steps, and I ended up running out. Items for trade. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next. I don't think I've done the trading post, so let's do it. It's a new room for me. There might be the benefit of doing new rooms is that sometimes you find notes and things that you haven't seen before. Dynamite? A little too dangerous to pick up. Then why did you give me the action icon? And what is that? What is that? Okay, it seems to be rotating around this. What am I trying to do here? Whoa, why did that happen? Okay, so this pink one has its own sort of orbit. Anything next to it kind of rotates around it clockwise. But I don't understand why it switched. I see. Ooh, that could be bad. There's no way to send them down. Oh, I maybe just got myself in a hole here. When you click on a yellow one, it goes up. When you click on a yellow one with the pink one above it, it moves the pink one down. Does it reset? No. uh, really? Uh, I don't know what the goal was anyway, but would have been nice to get the pink one in the middle. What was this? Items for trade. Okay. Flour. Lots of flour, some gas. Can I can't get any closer. Oh, I can. Well, let me grab it though. All right, what do we have up here? Okay, there's the item symbol. You have no items to trade. Hmm. Okay, so I'll come back out here if I get an item I don't care about, or if I'm desperate. Oh, look, if I have a shovel, I can come in here and dig up. Hmm. Too bad there were no notes or anything in there. All right, let's get the day officially started here. Wonder if these ever change. Umbrellas. We're headed west. The den looks pretty good from here. Prey minus pry is an A, which matches with my previous knowledge of this room. Can't do anything with the fire. Okay, this is facing west. Let's go in there. Could do the billiard room and get 2 keys. Or sometimes 1 key. 17 minus 15 is 2 times 2 is 4. 20 minus 10 is 10 times 2 is 20. Wait, did I do that wrong? 17 minus 15 is 2 times 2 is 4. What did I do wrong here? 20 minus 10. Oh, I didn't see the division. 20 minus 10 is 10 times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. 1 plus 9 is 20. Minus 6 is 14. Right, 119 is 20. Minus 6 is 14. Times 2 is 28. Divided by 7 is 4. We're heading north. Oh, and I was in the den and I didn't open both doors. That's unfortunate. We have the chapel, the West Wing Hall, or the closet. I'll do the closet. I've been needing items lately, and maybe I get a security card. A key, and then what is this, like a lucky rabbit foot or something? Greater chance of finding items, yes. I will take it. I'm on rank 2 here, and it's telling me the letter there. What letter is it telling me? E. Yeah, E on rank 1 file. E on rank 2 file 1. But I've also found that this picture is called a plan, and that's called a plane, which leaves E. So you can figure it out 2 ways. It kind of helps you confirm that you're doing that puzzle right, or helps teach you that puzzle if you haven't done it before. Oh yeah, when I did this before, I was a little confused because this was previously flan, but in this case it's dessert and desert, which leaves an S behind. Okay, let's go this way. We're going north. Could do the storeroom and get some stuff. Let's do the storeroom. I'm hoarding. So we've got stars and we've got stairs, which leaves an I. Rank 2 file 2, that's what I had. We've still got 2 doors, so that's why I felt safe putting 2 dead ends over there. Alright, let's open north. A passageway would be good, and I have 2 gems. Should I maybe save that for when I'm a little more desperate, though? I feel like I should. And I don't mind doing the spare room, since I've already got the letters for these ranks anyway. But let's head this way. The nook will take us north, the corridor will take us to the corner, the pantry gives us coins and extra steps. I have 5 keys, so I'm okay not getting the key. Banana, coins. Make sure this hasn't changed. It usually says 5 of each fruit, yeah. Pine minus pin is an E. We're on rank 1, yeah. Headed north. If I do that, that'll be a dead end. If I do that, that'll be a dead end. If I do that, I just lose a coin. It's not too bad. Oh, here we go. I did get that item, what's it called? The Lucky Rabbit's Foot, so that explains that. I've also previously found some stuff on the ground over here, so I'll just check around a little bit. Okay. I have 2 doors, and they are headed north, which is the one I'm standing next to, and east. Let's just open them both. I'll give myself 10 more steps. Clock minus lock is a C. We're on rank 3. Yeah. That's what I've found before. Ooh. So far the Lucky Rabbit's foot is paying off. Hope I'm not going too fast and missing stuff. I've spent 2 coins in here, and I hope I don't have to come back through here again. I might. The patio. Spread gems in each green room, and that'll take me north. The parlor will give me 2 gems. I'll do that one. Doesn't necessarily give it to you. You have to earn it by solving the puzzle, but so far the puzzle has not been too difficult. That's a cart minus a car, leaves a T. We are on the last letter of the word 8, so that matches. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. So if this is true, then we've got 2 trues. The statement on the white box is true. If this one was true, that would mean all 3 are true, so we know this one's false. Which means this one's false. Which means this one's true. Hope I'm not going too quick and getting that wrong. Anything else in here? Nothing on the ground. Sometimes they hide things on the ground, or at least when I had the metal detector. So I'm headed north. Don't want the dark room. The courtyard has a gem requirement, but I've got plenty of gems, so I will do that. So sometimes there's items out here. Sometimes there's shovels or sledgehammers. There's a box over there. I'm not seeing any tools, unless the hose is a tool. No? Should I use a key? I have 5. Although I have found that they're more necessary later on. That's a silver key. Leads to a room with many doors if I use it. So anytime I use a key, I can use that one instead, and hope that I'm opening many doors. Nothing to grab over here, just some wood. Yeah. Okay, we're headed north still. Items for sale. Unfortunately, I've used a lot of my coins. Security might be nice. It also gives me access to a terminal. I don't need the steps, so I'll do security. Okay. There's probably nothing new here. So, I haven't figured out if there's some significance to that drawing on the top. There's also a secret message on that I've read before. So let me try the terminal. Welcome to Mountain Hollow Security. If I log in to the network, actually let me do this. Let me set the security level. There might be some benefit in the future to having a lot of security doors. And then change the offline mode so that everything's unlocked if it's offline. Because in the past I've found a breaker room where I was able to turn off the power to the security system. And so I think that actually helps if I change that. So I'm able to hit LT, the left trigger, and use my last password. I just want to see the word spread in the glossary here. And then also maybe check out any words that that I don't recognize from before, like dig is a new one. Occasionally you may find piles of dirt. These are dig spots. Shovel, okay. Dirt, piles of dirt, these are dig spots. A blessing bestowed from the shrine after an offering of gold has been made. The word gold is bold here. Are there usually bold words in here? The keyword itself, okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. Checked item and the co-check. Okay, I wanted to see the word spread. When a spread occurs, items are randomly distributed across all rooms currently active on the estate. The more rooms in your house, the larger the spread. Oh, okay, I see. If you look at the text on those examples, I have come across some rooms that will give you a spread. I think there was a gem spread that I was offered at one point. So the blessing that I have working, rooms are draftable only from a door located outside of the house. Permanent, we know, power source. The estate's boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house. Steam power is conveyed room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling, and power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms. Yeah, I came across the boiler room once, and it was pretty cool, but I didn't figure out what I could do with it. It seemed like there would probably be some rooms that really benefit from the added power, but like rooms like this are already showing signs of being powered. So, you know, I think I even had the security room, and didn't see any change to what happened in the room. Corridor lavatory. The nook will give me an extra key. That seems very beneficial. Let me just double check my notes and see. Rank 5 file 1 is my next question mark. So if I manage to get all the way to the west wing on the next rank, I would be able to figure out what the letter is on that, but I suspect it's an R for right. Okay, open up this door real quick before I leave. Let's use a key. I don't want to use my special key yet. I want to wait till I'm at a higher rank.